Hi guys, it's BB with Stuck on Washi and BB's Washi Ephemera. I've just I've got a topic I want to talk with y'all about today, and it's something that Carrie Harling has covered and has kind of challenged other people to discuss. So we're going to go right into it. It's bad planner habits and how to ditch them. And I've got about 5 that I want to discuss with you. And if you see me looking down, I've got my notes here. So I am doing that. And the first two kind of go hand in hand with each other. They are not using your planner and then getting caught up in the pretty. Not using your planner. If you're not using your planner on a consistent basis, then your system is broken. You need to find a system that works for you. You have to establish that habit. If you don't have that system that works ideally for you and for your situation, then you're not going to use that planner. And it's not about the stickers and the washi tape and all of that. You can plan with a piece of paper and a pen. You don't have to have all of those other accoutrements or accessories or whatever you want to call them to actually plan. What works for someone else may not necessarily work for you. You've got to have something that's going to work for you. Don't get caught up in the pretty. And this is the other part of this. It's they kind of go hand in hand. As I said, you don't have to have all the stickers. Yeah, they're nice. They're pretty. They make it attractive. And I don't know about you, but for me, if it's pretty and it's attractive, I want to use it. I want to look at it. But there's two sides to that coin. It can be pretty and it can be functional. And it can be both. I have gotten to a point where there are times when I get caught up in the pretty and I look at it and I think, oh, I don't like how that looks, and I just want to rip that whole page out and go and do it again, and I'm just not happy with it. But in the end, it's just a planner. It's a place for you to put down what's important, things that you have to remember, what you need to do, your projects, your tasks, whatever else it is that you need to track. You've got to get your system and don't get caught up in the pretty. I know when I started this year, I had 6 or 7 planners, and each one had their own purpose and their own, I was so spread out, and it was going to work for me, and it didn't. I am down to 3 planners. One that I use as my business and personal planner, one that I use as an editorial calendar for my business, and one that I use, one that I use as a household maintenance planner where all the chores get done. And that works for me at this point. Sometimes I'll use a bullet journal. And I apologize, I have 4 planners. I have a medical planner where I track symptoms and that kind of thing. For some of you may know that I have several chronic conditions, and that medical planner helps me to communicate with my doctors, and communication with my doctors means better health for me, so that is very important to me. But in the end, you can do it all with a piece of paper and a pen. You can do it all with a 97-cent composition book from Walmart. It doesn't have to be a rose gold Erin Condren or an Inkwell Press or a Day Designer. It doesn't have to be some fancy, highfalutin, expensive planner. Find your system that works for you. Once you have that system, you can establish the habit of using your planner. And once you have that habit, stick to it. Even if you write one thing, just one, that starts that ball rolling. And if you do just that one thing every day, In 27 days, it becomes a habit. If you've got bad habits, don't do that one thing. And for 27 days, don't do that one thing. And you've broken that habit. So get your system that works for you and don't get caught up in the pretty. Those are the first two. The third one, leaving it at home. If it's too bulky to take with you, like this is kind of bulky. You know, a lot of people would say this is too bulky to carry. For me, it's not. If it's too bulky that you leave it at home, what are you going to do if you go to the doctor and then they give you another doctor's appointment? Where are you going to write that down? How are you going to make sure that that gets into your planner at home if you've left your planner at home? You run into someone, oh, we're having a barbecue next Saturday, can you come? You don't know. You don't know what you've got planned for next Saturday. You don't know that you've got something somewhere that you can write down that, hey, next Saturday the Johnsons are having a barbecue and we're going to go. We've been invited. Sporting events, you got little ones that are in soccer. You've got practice every day. If you leave it at home, practice has been changed. It's been canceled for this night. How are you going to remember to have a system to back up if you don't carry your big planner with you everywhere you go? If it's too bulky, make sure you've got some way to get that information that you gather while you're out and away from your planner. Have a system to get that information back into your planner that you leave at home. I prefer to carry mine with me. That's just me. Overscheduling. We all do this. Every one of us. There's so many things going on. You're pulled like taffy in 40 dozen different directions. You've got XYZ to get done at home. Sarah Johnson over here wants you to help her with this particular project. Fred Jones over here has got, they've got something else that they need your help with. What do you say no to? You've got it all written down in your book. Don't feel like you have to fill up every day. Make sure that you make time for downtime. You have to have downtime. If you don't have downtime, you're going to burn out and you're not going to be any good to yourself or anyone else. Just because you have a planner and you can schedule, don't schedule every minute of your day. Make sure that you schedule downtime for yourself. You will thank me. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Schedule time with family. Schedule time with friends. Schedule time to be alone. You need that. You need that downtime. I have done it and it drove me nuts. Absolutely nuts. Make sure, it was a hard lesson to learn. Make sure you schedule downtime. Number 5, brain dump. I know you've seen videos about doing a brain dump. What a brain dump is, do it. Schedule time to do a brain dump. It gets all that stuff that's up here onto paper. Your brain is for thinking, not for storage. Carrie Harling first said that, or that was the first time I heard it, was when Carrie Harling said that. And I believe it's from David Allen from Getting Things Done. I think that's his name. But it resonated with me. Your brain is for thinking, not for storage. If you've got all your tasks and all your to-do lists and all those little reminders up here in your head, then you can't sort through them and break those tasks down into projects. You can't break those tasks down into, okay, I need to do X, Y, Z to get this accomplished. You need to get that all out. Empty that RAM folder that's in your head where you're keeping all of these tasks and all of this stuff, because that is what's slowing you down. Schedule a time to do it. You just got to get it out of your head. You will feel so much better. You will feel so much like the weight of the world is off your shoulders. You'll be able to think. You'll be able to function again. I never thought of it until I did my first brain dump, and I felt like a new person. And and it was just wonderful. If you don't, what are you going to put in your planner? I found that getting all of that out, I was able to prioritize and put things down in my planner that I truly needed to remember, and I could throw the rest of it that really wasn't all that important but was clogging up my brain. I could get rid of it. I could take that and just say, you're not important anymore. I don't need to remember you. I don't need to keep track of you. You can go. So those are my 5 things that are bad planner habits or planner habits, and how to change them. Some of them may not be bad. Some of them are good. Some of them are indifferent. But that's my take on the 5 bad planner habits. Come over and see us at Stock on Washi. We've got some blog posts going on. I look forward to seeing everybody. There'll be a link to that down below. There's also a link to Carrie Harling's original bad planner habits and how to ditch them down in the description box. Again, this is BB with Stuck on Washi and BB's Washi and Ephemera, and I look forward to talking to y'all, and leave a comment if you want. And if you're not subscribed to me, what are you waiting for? Hit the button. Give us a thumbs up. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.